Okay, let's see if we can take the next minute and explain why your low back's hurting. So I've got my anatomy atlas here, and I've taken all the skin and everything else away, so we can just look here at the skeleton. And right here on the left side of your low back, where your pelvis and your tailbone meet, is where I think your problem's coming from. We call this your sacroiliac joint. And I think essentially what's happening is it's getting jammed right there. Now the reason that's happening is actually happening far away. So I'm going to put the muscles on here, and I want to show you the front of your hip. You remember during the exam we exposed the front of your hip was kind of tight. So as we get rid of the abdominal muscles, we expose what's called your hip flexor. And I think this is a big part of your problem. So when this hip flexor gets tight the way yours is, what it tends to do is it tends to bring the bones of the low back down toward one another because of how it crosses that area of your body. The other thing it does is it tends to roll your pelvis forward. So let me hide everything else and let's put your skeleton back on. We're going to go look at that SI joint. So this is that same hip flexor. Now when it gets tight, this is what happens. It tends to roll your pelvis forward, and it also tends to twist your body or your pelvis to the right. Now you didn't walk in that way. So what you're doing to compensate for that is your low back is having to sway and go backward, and you're having to twist a little bit to the left. And because of that, it's jamming down here in your sacroiliac joint. So we really can't help you with your low back pain and this sacroiliac issue if we ignore what's going on at your hip flexor.